Okay, hello everyone. This is the next video in relation to why I kind of like want to make an installment of a vlogging journal in relation to writing a worry journal. And this is something I'm doing along. So if you guys want to join on and you feel that you have problems and feel this is a nice coping strategy for you, by all means, you can make reflections and see how we carry on in the direction forward. So the current stance of where I was going to take my next step of dealing with negative emotions that have effects on my life is having a time to put your worries into perspective. Now, why I take stance is this. A worry journal is having time to worry about it. I take into consideration that the anxiety is needed in life. Now, in relation to a quote, in relation to uh, inspiring ways to worry less and live happier, it particular by Daniel Freeman and Jason Freeman, if you want to check out that book, it particularly comes down lines of talking about how uh, anxiety is a necessary emotion. Now, often people may find some relief of taking medication because I've done this before, taking benzodiazepines in relation to dealing with moods of thoughts where I would get breathless at times, maybe a bit lightheaded, overthink. My body posture would be more reclusive. That was in a more difficult period, and there wasn't too many options of like finding ways to physically get fit to be able to moderate that. I come in stance of saying to rely on this method for the long term to be anxiety free is not a correct solution. Okay, so what I want to make people understand is anxiety has a purpose in our life. You need it. So being anxiety free and to avoid discomfort in your life will not make you stronger as a person. You need to make a sense that if you're relying it, you need to slowly temper off it and do things to make you feel that you may not need it later on, which is better for you. Okay? So another thing that I like to highlight when we talk about emotions, happiness is another emotion. My general, I understand from the role that takes stance and from my actions, from what I take enjoyment is, um, I enjoy a lot of my enjoyment does come from highlighting being able to help people. Now I need to set boundaries for myself, right? It's not because although I do enjoy putting actions of altruism, it kind of reflects that in relation to my profession that I'm trying to be because it makes me think I'm good. But I need to set boundaries for myself to make sure I don't overly invest without having satisfaction for myself as well. So this is going to be different for everyone. I take a stance of you understanding from transparency of anybody engaging with me for a certain extent, but there's going to be limits, right? So, I'm pushing for this channel to. I always say this: pushing this channel is a way to find ways to interact and pushing it to be healthy for how people interact with it. And I know that over time, I should be able to find a solution if I keep thinking of things. Okay, so again, having a regular time to process what you think is a priority in your life. I'm doing it in the morning right now. My mood is low. I want my goal is I want to get over that anxiety and mood problems to be able to wake up earlier and get things that I want to get done, and you know look forward to the activity that I'm planning to do today. So what do you call? Um, yeah. So that's the big impression that I'm trying to push out. Right now, I think there's an implication of making regular uploads at a time interval that may be faster. This is not something that's going to happen overnight. It depends what the goal is and what I think is the thing that needs to be looked into, how much, how hard it will be, or how. So no tasks is at the same difficulty. So the vlogging is the first step of regular uploads in terms of for myself and for the satisfaction of anyone that have gone from similar things that they feel are bothering them in life, and hoping that you guys, if you guys want to hear an input, that I hope that can contribute to your life. So as I said, my anxiety comes mostly in the morning. And I feel it tends to be in relation to ruminating about previous life experience or overthinking things and stuff that I cannot be too sure about. Uh, I am not saying I am disregarding all attachments. I'm telling you, I'm trying to figure out how to prioritize attachments to get to make a good step forwards. Once I feel I've done what I needed to do, I can take on more tasks. Right now, I need to finish what I set upon myself. Uh, my current worries in relation to uploading content for me is more. It's uploading a good quality product that I am happy about, even if I do not have money to promote its viewership. I prefer the content of those who may enjoy watching it, had some way made them feel good, and want to take similar approach of habits to find ways to feel happier about themselves as well. So, putting those tasks in relation to this, what is my hypothetical worry? I've already talked about that. Hypothetical worry is money. I only have one source of active income, and I have a lot of problems in relation to that without diverging too much personal affairs. Having, I guess I should openly declare I am a doctor, but I am currently in the progress of saying that there's some difficulties of knowing where the next step forward for me in terms of like figuring out where I can do my residency, because there's a lot of barriers in medicine making it difficult. But I want to try. I just need to figure out how to do it, and I'm going to make mistakes along the way. So that's what. So I'm going to disregard that. That's not a priority in my thought process right now. My thought process for this weekend. My channel. How do I keep this regulated in a way that I feel I'm satisfied with how I'm doing this? So currently, money for funding, hypothetical worry. So I don't think about it. Practical thoughts. Quality of the videos and habits of uploads, so it's routine. And generally, coping with YouTube strategies that I can do to change up the way I enjoy making my channel develop. Again, the set recommendation for current therapy is to push yourself to write certain words in your head. Again, do it very casually, whatever you feel, when you want to express. Write down 5, just make it into a habit, and then classify those thoughts, what you think. So I think my intensity, given that I'm a bit, I do feel quite low in the morning, my head comes out 6. And it is stopping me, so I took maybe, ideal time I wanted to wake up, likely around 8. I woke up around 10, 11 with that kind of thought process. Certain events, stressing, can induce more anxiety or thought process that would worsen my mood when I'm not my best. So that's what it takes down to. Okay, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoy the first section of like where I take the step forwards from the impending sense of doom journal.